framed for a crime he did commit. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get on. Get it on. Thanks for tuning in. We love that about you. Leah Knauer's here. She's a comedian, actress, comedic actress, improvisational actress, impersonationist, the Groundlings, UCB, all the Second City, all the good stuff. So we should have a good time improvising today. Good to see you, Leah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Really?
I called into Loveline when I was a freshman in college.
Where did you go to college?
So I went to University of Colorado at Boulder for 6 months. Then I went to rehab for drinking. But when I was at college, I called into you guys and asked a question because it's kind of weird to admit, but I had kind of an obsession with Dr. Drew when I was in high school.
Yeah, join the club.
You too?
No, but there's a club.
Yes.
I'm not in it, but yeah,
Yes.
I get it. Yeah, Dr. McDreamy.
Yes. Well, and I watched Celebrity Rehab. I read his book about narcissism. And then it was like full circle then when I went to rehab for
I could see falling in love with him as a woman, a young woman. And I would take that as a good sign.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like falling in love with, Trent Reznor or something like that.
Who's that?
Oh, let's see. Lead singer of Nine Inch Nails. Does a lot of
okay.
movie soundtracks now.
Okay.
Dyes his hair black.
That's not my vibe.
I'm saying if a guy who paints their nails black,
Okay.
that guy, aggressive tats, aggressive piercings, no. But Drew,
I want a PhD. Give me the D in PhD.
he'll put that. He is a man of passion.
Yeah.
He's a man of exquisite passion. He always has been.
Yeah. But you guys answered my question. It was very surreal and very cool. So it's awesome to be here.
What was the question?
It was, so I have a third nipple.
Oh, you.
Do you remember? There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
A third nipple.
Yeah. So he really helped me come to terms.
Superfluous nipple?
Superfluous nipple. Exactly. That was what he called it.
Good indie band.
That is.
Ronnie and the Rock broke those guys back in the day.
Wait, that's really a band?
Superfluous nipple. No, but there was a song called Detachable Penis.
Oh.
By, I want to say King Missile, but then I'm always wrong. But I'm right.
Oh my gosh.
So if there's a
funny.
song called Detachable Penis, there should be a song called Superfluous Nipple.
I'm going to write it.
But you have a third nipple.
I really do.
And
I rub it for good luck. I rubbed it before I came here.
Where's it located?
It's right under my boob.
Under your boob.
And most people have it in the same spot. It looks like a mole, like it's pretty small, but it's a teeny micro nipple.
How do you know?
I know.
Well, I mean, did you have it looked at?
No, but you just know. It's not a mole.
It has sensation attached to it?
There's no sensation. Do you feel sensation in your nipples?
Yes.
You personally? Okay.
I'm not so out of touch.
I came here to talk to you about your nipples,
Don't most
Adam.
people have sensation in their nipples?
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. It's just like a regular nipple. It's just really small.
All right, hold on. Let's dissect that last
You
exchange.
can't milk it.
I'm going to milk this exchange. You said it's a nipple, but it kind of looks like a
mole.
And then I said, are you sure it's a nipple? And then you said, you're sure. And then I said, do you ever get a doctor to examine it? And you said, no, but I know. And then I said, does it have sensation? And then you want to know if I had sensation in my nipples, which is a bizarre exchange because most humans, especially females, have sensation in their nipples. So if it's going to fall under the umbrella of nipple, if it's going to be classified a nipple, then one thing could be sensation.
I suppose. Let's get Dr. Drew in here to look at it.
Look at it.
Feel it. Touch it.
He'll lick at it. He's a man of great passion. All right, so third nipple, superfluous nipple.
Yes.
And now you asked about it.
I asked about it.
And our answer was what?
It was very comforting. He made me feel like it was not normal, because it's not normal. Not everyone has one. But, it's just a thing. It's not a big deal. Also, Chandler on Friends has one. Mm-hmm. Harry Styles has one. Carrie Underwood. Some pretty magical people. So I feel like I'm in a very cool club.
And is this something that you can find their IMDb, or is this scuttlebutt around the third nipple community?
They've talked about it. Oh, yeah, there's a community. Oh, Mark Wahlberg, too.
Third nipple?
Yes.
Well, he's got his shirt off.
Third nip, Marky Mark. Yes, pull it up.
Every day.
Pull it up. You can see it.
Now, look, sometimes people try to recruit people into whatever they possess.
This is my platform. This is my passion.
Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
It's Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch
Yes.
said that he has a superfluous nipple.
I don't know if he's said it, but if you pull up a picture, you can see it. I feel like they're working on this.
I feel like you're doing what left-handed people do, when they try to find other
special.
people who are left-handed and they explain, Albert Einstein was left-handed and I'm left-handed. Yeah, okay. Just finish serving me the fries, bitch. I got to go. Yeah. All right. Superfluous nipple.
Yes.
And then so you called in and then rehab 6 months later.
Yes.
That's early rehab.
Yeah, I was 18.
18?
Yeah, I almost died twice from drinking in the same month.
Really?
Pretty bad, yeah.
So just acute alcohol intake and what happened?
I was
Almost
very
died.
cute.
What does that mean?
Very cute.
Yeah.
I had to get my stomach pumped. I went to detox, which is essentially jail until you sober up. You have to stay there. And yeah, the EMT people said they were surprised that I survived the next day.
How do they know how much you drank?
I blew into something, and not a man, but I blew into one of those, what's that thing called? The breathalyzer. And it was like 0.2 something. It was really high.
Oh, okay. So
it was really high.
0.08 is the legal limit here.
It was really high.
If you get 0.2, you're 2.5 times the legal limit.
The woman, when I blew into it, she said that I blew homeless people numbers. That's what she said.
Oh,
to me.
really?
Yeah. Kind of a badge of honor. I
And
don't
you're
know.
like, that's how I got the money for the booze.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you did it less than a month later.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I went to rehab, which honestly I miss. Rehab's great. You should go. It's lovely this time of year.
I could imagine getting something out of it. Oh. I think I would get a lot out of 6 months in prison.
There you go.
I've always kind of thought about that.
You should do it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it voluntarily. Like, I think you have to commit a crime.
Well, you said you were framed for a crime you didn't commit, so maybe you should just fess up and say you did it.
But I'm in California, so there's really nothing I can do that would get me inside of a prison.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd probably go out and kill a homeless guy and then end up having to clean up garbage by the side of the freeway with community service,
Pretty
or
lenient
volunteer
here.
at an elderly home or something.
Yeah.
So, but if I was guaranteed I could do 6 months,
It's a vacation.
I feel like I would maybe learn a second language, possibly the acoustic guitar, get some writing done.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, I became a well-rounded human in rehab. What would you learn? What language would you learn?
I would Cantonese, and I would, and also I would have great stories for the circuit,
Of course.
and I would identify with black people and nod my head a lot, explain that I know what it's like to be on the other side of that wall.
Sure.
I get some street cred. It's good for Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, I love my story.
So you got sober.
I'm not sober.
Oh, okay, good.
But I learned balance.
You learned balance.
And self-control.
At 18.
At 18, and then I moved to LA when I was 19 and started stand-up, which became the new addiction, was comedy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Healthy addiction.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah.
And when did you realize you had the ability to do all the voices?
I've always done voices. I always mocked my mom when she would yell at me growing up.
That's good.
And she hated that. And so I was always doing impressions, but it was about 2 years ago that I really leaned into it and started posting them online. And then that led to me getting a voiceover agent. And yeah, it's so fun for me.
Maybe we should play what I was looking at, which is you drinking coffee as all these different characters.
Please. Oh, my
too.
gosh.
And Joe, I guess, and Dawson, we should probably have these things queued up because I might as well play a little
Thanks,
clip of the
yeah.
action,
Yeah.
Leah. I mean, so people... I could force you to dance right here, but we have a nicely produced...
We have a video of me dancing.
Self-contained 1 minute of it that I think would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
So... Now, should we yell out the celebrity or should people just try to guess it?
Oh, if they're just listening?
Yeah.
Maybe fun if they kind of guess it.
I think you can get most
Some
all
of
of
them,
them.
yeah.
No, I think you get about 86% of them. The problem
Okay.
is, like Julie Andrews, you probably wouldn't be thinking about.
Right.
Right.
I take my coffee with 1 cream, 2 sugars, and 7 shots of vodka.
I tried to save these coffee beans. Sometimes, when I close my eyes at night, I can still hear them screaming.
And I didn't even see these.
There's no drink like homebrewed coffee. There's no drink like homebrewed
That's
coffee.
Judy Garland, by the way. Anyone's been dead for more than 30 years.
Is,
Kristen Wiig.
but I actually, invented heat, so, I'm okay.
Owen
Coffee's
Wilson.
hot.
Yeah.
Really warms my heart.
This coffee is hotter
Joan
than a
Cusack.
summer day
No one's gonna know
in
Joan Cusack.
Chicago.
I know.
That's hot.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one, though.
This coffee burnt my tongue. Now I have to
Shaw.
go to the hospital and get a tongue transplant. And then I'm going to have to get someone else's tongue. And then I'll start speaking in Portuguese. And then I'm going to have to move to Portugal and start raising llamas. Ugh.
Well, you must have done a lot
Yay,
of these
thank
because
you.
the ones I watched had totally different set of celebrities.
Yeah. Yeah, I do over 50 celebrity and
yeah.
voice impressions. Yeah.
I like to do men and women
Yeah.
because I don't think most guys do women.
They don't. And men get so mad when I do male impressions, which
Really?
only makes me want to do them more. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The one I watched had quite a few. Christopher Walken was in there.
I know which one you watched. Can we pull that one up?
Yeah, my problem
Is that
is
okay?
I don't know how to convey that information because I don't know what the label of it was.
Oh, it was- I know. It's on my
Walken's in it.
Instagram. It's on my Instagram. That
There
might have
you
been
go.
from my TikTok. What's so funny is like I'm watching that and that was I probably filmed that like 4 months ago and I can see the growth that I've gotten so much better. I'm like, oh, that makes me cringe a little bit.
Oh,
watching
that's
those.
good. I mean, it's good to cringe.
You think so?
Well, I agree in that sometimes I was thinking back on doing stand-up like a year ago. Mm-hmm. And as I invited some people to the show or whatever, and it was fine. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, I got much better stuff now. Like, I didn't like that stuff that much.
And that was only a year ago.
It's year, and I'm old, so
Right. I mean, not right.
It's a good no. It's good. It's good to like look back and
Yeah.
cringe because it means you're asking something of yourself. It means you're progressing.
Trying new things.
It means you're trying new things, and it usually does mean you've got a fair bit better at
Yeah.
what it is that you're trying to do.
What about the first time you did stand up? What was that like?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was very bad, and I never knew what I was doing, and I just didn't have the confidence or the comfort to achieve whatever was in my head. I couldn't get it out.
But you kept
into
doing
the
it.
microphone. Well, sort of, because I did it for a period of time, maybe 2 years or something, with no success or really growth, or maybe I'm being a little hard on myself, but I felt like a really rank amateur, sort of bad, unfunny stand-up who kind of pushed himself out there to just say he was doing something. And then the second I got into sketch and improv, I basically just dropped it all together. So I completely abandoned it and got away from it and started doing sketch and improv and immersed myself in that world for a considerable amount of time, some years, maybe 7 or 8 years, and then stopped doing that and got back into doing stand-up, although there was nothing really to get back into because I wasn't any good in the first place,
Sure.
and I really didn't have anything to get back into. And then I tried that again for a little bit, and it felt the same, but a little bit better just because I'd logged some stage time and I had sort of my feet under me. But
Confidence.
it's a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not a lot, not that good. Couple of decent, okay nights, doing my impersonation of a stand-up, not really finding my voice or anything.
Sure.
And then got into radio and then dropped it again. So I was not that focused or dedicated to stand-up, and then got into TV and then got into more TV, and then just kind of went, that's enough of stand-up, and then got out of TV and got back into stand-up for a third time.
That's how it is, though, right? Like, I relate a lot to that. I did stand-up, and then I did improv and musical improv more so. Then I came back to stand-up, and now a lot of my stand-up is musical improv and, like, making up songs about the crowd. So it's like, I think it's cool to take all these different skills and then bring them back to whatever it is that you want to do.
Do you play an instrument?
I don't. I hire someone to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you do musical improv.
Uh-huh. It's so fun.
So you get the where were you born and what's your favorite sport and who's your team and what's your favorite breakfast food.
Some of that,
And then you just collect it all and do it into a sort of a rap?
Not a rap. I sing. But yeah, it's like that. Or I'll ask for a title of a song. Like one was the Rim Job Blues. That was a fun one recently. So I asked the crowd, like, give me a title of a blues song that doesn't exist, would never exist. And yeah, it's really fun because it keeps every stand-up set fresh and fun for me.
And the person accompanying you with the guitar,
Piano, keyboard, yeah,
will just start in with ba-da-na-na-na. Was rimming the stranger, ba-da-na-na-na. Felt some on the tongue. Ba-da-na-na-na. Right, and so that. And
so you saw my song. That was exactly how it went.
Yeah, I know the rim job blues. I got the rim job Browns.
Yes. Browns. Oh, sick.
You can use that.
Thank you. I think I will.
We have the other clip, by the way, the one
Okay,
I was
awesome.
referring to.
I loved your song.
Thank you.
Ow, my tongue. It
Oh,
burns.
that's Christopher Walken, right?
Bang. Ow. Oh, God, it's hot. Oh.
Jennifer Coolidge. Drinking coffee.
Oh, ow, oh, ow, it's hot. Oh. This coffee is scorching hot.
John Malkovich.
Oh,
Diana Ferris.
I can't feel
No
my
one knows
tongue. Oh.
If you know, you know.
That coffee is so hot. It makes me feel alive.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh, this coffee
This is Julie
so
Anderson.
hot. Fit for a princess. Can we talk? This coffee is hotter than a shirtless Timothy Chalamet. Oh.
Oh, some like it hot.
Oh, that makes me want a hot cocoa real bad.
Jennifer Coolidge. All right, so now you get it.
Now you get it.
And
Thank
so you do songs. I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm a Gemini. So I don't know
knew
if you
it.
No, you didn't.
I knew it.
Did you really?
No.
No, you're not into that shit. What do you know what your sign is?
Gemini.
Really? Mm-hmm. When's your birthday?
May 27th.
Oh my gosh. So you're just like me.
That's
We're
right.
crazy.
We're crazy,
We
man.
get a bad rap.
Everyone's talking shit about the Geminis.
I know.
I got some fucking Pisces guy up my ass talking smack about my
That's really funny.
zodiac sign at the mall. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know
funny.
you. You know what I mean?
Well, Geminis, I don't know if how much you know about
I know
Geminis.
everything about Geminis. I'm a Gemini.
We're very chatty, very communicative, so it totally makes sense that you
talk to strangers.
Yep.
I go up to people.
Yep. You want attention when we get
I
on stage?
need attention.
Need it.
When I get on stage,
Yes.
I amplify. Joe, you've been to my shows. When I'm on stage, man, I'm talking to a device that amplifies my voice so everybody can hear it. You know?
You're such a Gemini.
Joe, see me. I don't even got room for the band, man. It's just me and the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes over an hour.
Wow.
My voice being amplified to a room of people that aren't even in my family.
That's so funny.
These are total strangers coming out to Snoqualmie casino there,
That's
Snoqualmie.
funny.
Yeah, I need attention.
Yes, same. Do you
Lots
feel
of
like you
attention.
have two sides? Do you have the devil and the angel? Or are you just straight devil?
Let's see. All right, my personality is I generally do not want to engage with the people per se.
Okay.
I would like to do my own thing.
Okay.
I'm mechanically oriented, and I don't really want to talk to people, but it's not really because I don't like them. It's just because I think in a mechanical way.
Okay.
I'm stuff oriented. So I'm fine with people. I have no issues with people, and I'm not scared of people, and I don't have any personal space that could ever be invaded. So and then when it comes to in the limelight part, I like to just do my job and then get paid and leave, and then usually be left alone, I think.
You're giving Cancer. I wonder if you have Cancer in your chart.
I may have some Cancer
I'm really
in my
into
chart.
this stuff. If you can't
I
tell.
don't have a lot of ham in me.
Ham?
I'm not a ham.
Oh, okay.
I do not go out like they say. They say Al Jolson on his wedding night, like, snuck out of the hotel and went to a firehouse and performed for 2 hours. Mama.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
You're
that? I'm
doing
sorry.
impersonations of Judy Garland.
I'm really sorry.
You do impersonations of Judy Garland, but you don't know who Al Jolson is. I'll bet you Al Jolson banged Judy Garland back in the day.
Oh, good for him.
Al Jolson.
Well, I don't know who Al Jolson is.
Well, listen, mammy. Come on, my honey. Come on, my baby. Come on, my ragtime girl.
I've heard that.
Al Jolson was probably the biggest entertainer in the world. I say entertainer because I don't know if it'd be like actor or musician or singer. Al Jolson could have been the biggest entertainer in the world through the 20s and 30s. I guess we could look it up, but probably died about. And look, if you can do a Judy Garland,
all right, I have
you can
homework.
you can do an Al Jolson.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the ham.
You have no ham in you.
I don't have a lot of ham in me.
Okay.
I was at dinner last night with some young people or something and was told to do a joke of mine. And I was just like, I just want to eat.
I get that.
I'll sit and not talk for quite a bit at a table. But, then I can crank it up.
Well, it's like you want to choose to do it, right? You don't want to be put on the spot, sounds like.
I'm not that into it as much as people might think.
Fine.
As someone who does it for a profession.
Sure.
I'm not.
Well, because you're not working. It's like,
I just
pay
want to
me.
get paid and go home.
Yeah.
That's usually my thing.
Yeah.
We have Al Jolson performing in 1927.
I love it.
Mama. All right, so you can learn some Al Jolson. Now, here's a question.
Is that his song?
I don't think any songs were anybody's songs back then.
I do know that song.
They'd get some Jewish team, or they'd steal it from the Negro Leagues or something, and then they would sing. They would take everyone else's song and get paid. That's how it worked.
Yeah.
Now, the question is when did Judy Garland probably made it to the late 60s, early mid 70s in the age before she kicked off. I wonder how old Al Jolson was. Anyway, not really ham.
Okay.
But more than happy to give you my opinion on something.
Okay. I'm like 85% ham.
You and Al Jolson,
Yes.
your new hero.
Yes. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Now, are you from Philly? Were you born in Philly?
No, my dad is from South Philly.
Okay, I'm from Philly. And I was very excited when I read that, but it seemed like there was like confusion online on if you're from Philly or not.
Well, at first glance, I know what you're thinking. You're like, this guy, he's a Gemini.
From Philly.
He's from Philly.
That's me.
He's got a second anus, superfluous anus. This guy's marriage material.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
No, not. Oh, Al Jolson dead in 1950.
Oh.
64 years old.
That's
Not
young.
that young, but not that young for 1950. That was about it. Judy Garland, 47.
Oh.
And they were on the planet together for about 25 years, but not much past that. All right, so can I bring up something interesting?
Sure. Of course.
Context is everything, right? So
Yes.
I was did a show at a casino, and I've done a lot of casino shows, and every single casino show I've done, I stay at the casino because the casino has a nice room for the performer. And Mike August, who books the shows, who's oftentimes confusing, even said when I was riding in, they got a big suite for you. Like sometimes they'll have the suite with the hot tub or something in it. But I didn't ask him about the casino. He said something about, he said they got a suite. So I was like, okay. So we had to drive about 5.5 hours from the one gig to the next gig.
Ooh.
One was in Oregon, the other was in Washington. And now Joe and I are driving, and we're the show's at 8 o'clock. We're rolling in there at 6:30 or 15 or something. I'm always eager to get a little nap. You know, Geminis, we love to nap.
We do
We're
love a nap,
nappers,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We are nappers.
Love a nap.
Love a nap. So it's like I'm going to grab a shower and a nap. No, I'm going to grab a nap, then I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to do the show. But I think I can get about 45, 50 minutes, which is good enough nap for me.
Nice.
So we come pulling up to the casino in the valet, and then I get out of the car, and Joe gets out of the car, and we give the keys to the valet, and we have our suitcases, our luggage with us. And we start to head into the casino to check in. And a security guy goes, where are you going with those bags? And we said, well, we're bringing them in. We're checking in. And he goes, you can't bring those bags in. And I said, we can? And he said, no, it's a security thing. And I go, well, where would we put the bags then? And he goes, back in the car. And we go, well, what if we need stuff from the bags? He goes, you just go out, car, get it from the bag.
What?
I said, we can't bring the bag in? And he goes, no, you got to put it back in the car. And then I go, what about the backpack? And he goes, well, we could search the backpack and you could probably bring that in, but we'd have to search it. And I go, how do people check in with no bag? How do they not bring their bag when they check in? And he goes, you can't bring that bag in. I go, how? And he goes, are you a vendor?
Oh.
And I go, no, I'm not a vendor, but I am a performer. And he goes, that's a vendor. And I was like, all right, but I don't think that one's on me.
Comedy vendor.
Comedy vendor. Got comedy. Who needs
get you
comedy? A
comedy.
red hat comedy. You need another comedy? You refill comedy? Need some more jokes, miss?
Yes.
Okay. So he goes, that's a vendor. I go, all right, well, then I'm a vendor. So can we bring the bag in? And he goes, no, you can't bring the bag in, but you can keep it in your car. And I'm like, but how? But we need the bag because we're checking in. He keeps going, nah, it can't come in. And I was like, what kind of policy is this? And how would this even work? The way it works is there is no hotel attached to the casino. It's just the casino. There is no checking in. For the first time ever, I'm playing a casino and not staying at the casino. We're staying 15 miles the other direction
15
at a hotel.
miles. Oh my gosh.
We're talking about 20, 25-minute ride with no traffic to the
Wow.
place.
Okay.
Which at least cleared up the whole part where I
Sure.
thought their policy was you cannot bring
bags.
luggage into our hotel, which seemed crazy to Joe and I. But he had no context either. Although I kept saying we're checking in, but he didn't. He knew that it was just the casino, so he didn't know that we didn't know.
Right.
So he kept thinking I was just dragging all my bags through his casino, which he wasn't going to tolerate. But then it turned out we were vendors. And he said, and at some point got somebody with like a clipboard and a headset to come find us and then take us to the green room.
Wow.
Where I was able to take a miniature nap on a weird Naugahyde sofa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling myself a comedy vendor.
Comedy vendor's
I like
good.
that. Sounds official.
Merchant of mirth.
Merchant of humor.
I'm going mirth because it's alliteration.
Oh, I do like that.
Merchant of mirth. Yeah, when we're bringing you out, you know what I mean? Whoever brings you out, say one of the premier comedy vendors
Yes.
on the circuit.
Yes.
The merchant of mirth. We'll just sort of keep building it up. Third superfluous nipple.
Yes.
Just like Marky Mark. Google that shit. Feeling good. Al Jolson. The other thing I want to know, maybe this is a Gemini thing. I do not believe in much.
Okay.
In terms of things I can't see. But it has always been semi-clear to me that I have some sort of magnetic field that I give off that makes devices and electronics not function as they should.
Oh.
Which is it's happened to me all through.
Wow. Well, it doesn't happen to me, so I don't know if it's a Gemini thing. You might be cursed. It might just be a you
I think
thing.
it's a curse.
The Carolla curse.
It could be because very often, just stuff that works for everyone just doesn't work, and then people figure it out and they realize, they go, oh, I've never seen that before. Like, why is it doing that? Like, why is your phone doing that? Or why is anything doing that? And it happens all the time, and I just explain to people stuff isn't going to work with me. So you tell me this. In a period of 24 hours, I sat in first class on a goddamn airplane that took a 2-hour delay on the tarmac, and then we came back from New York. So I was basically on the flight for 7.5 to 8 hours. First class, goddamn screen did not work. It lit up, and it was functional. It wasn't powerless, and it would sit there and sort of malfunction. It was a touch screen. And then at some point, the gay stewardess guy would swing by and I'd go, it's not working. And then he'd go, let me see what's going on here. And he'd lean in and he'd touch it and it would like fire up and it would work. And he'd go, yeah, it's going. It's going. It's a touch screen. I'd go, oh, okay. Yeah, watch whatever movie you want. And I'd go, okay. And then he'd walk away and then I'd touch it and it would just lock up.
Oh
and
my
gosh. Was locked up the entire time. He came back a couple hours into the flight, and I said to him again, the screen's not working. He like leaned in and he went, and he touched the thing, and it's like, yeah, you have to touch it. Yeah, it works. And it fired up again, and then he left, and it never worked again. I just kept hitting it. It never worked the entire flight. The following day, evening, 24 hours later, I was in a movie theater, at a high-end movie theater, watching A Quiet Place 3 with power reclining seats, and I went to hit the recline button, and it was like, didn't move.
Damn.
Hit it again, like didn't move. Everyone is in full dental chair recline. I'm sitting upright like I'm back in school, you know.
Yeah.
And then I go call the guy over, and I'm like, is it plugged in, or is there a reset button? And the guy like puts his flashlight a little down there, and he says, at a certain point, he just goes, this is not going to happen. And I was like, oh, okay.
Did you move? Or did you stay there?
I sat, it was full, so I sat on someone's lap who was reclined. No, there's nowhere to go. I was saying, the fucking seat doesn't work, and the screen, now, it was the only seat in the theater that wasn't working, and mine was the only screen in first class. That's why, and I know this is not hard evidence, but I have had enough of this stuff in my life where people go, it works for me all the time. Like, it always goes, it will not work for me. When I went to Trump Tower to do Celebrity Apprentice, They said, do you want to do Celebrity Apprentice? And I said, what's involved? And they said, you move into a suite at Trump Tower and you live there for like 7 weeks or 4 weeks or 21 weeks or whatever. And I said, I cannot do that without my TV. I must watch. I need control over my TV set. I can't just turn it on and flip through the stations like I'm in a hotel. I need to watch my shows that I recorded earlier that day, that night. And they said, well, there's something called Slingbox, and we can hook it up for you. And I said, it will never work. And they said, we use it all the time. It works. And I said, it will not work for me. This thing you're telling me that I'm going to come home.
You were just predicting this?
I knew it. I knew it wouldn't work. I said this, and they go, Slingbox is great because you can watch whatever show whenever you want. It'll record. I go, I know how it's supposed to work, and it is great on paper. It will never work. It is not going to work for me. And then I had the guy come set it up, and he's like, yeah, see, just push record, and it works, and you can watch whatever you want. And then he left, and the second he left, it stopped working. And it never fucking worked. And then he came back again, and now I don't think he could get it working. And at a certain point, the guy just said, it's not going to work.
Oh,
and
my
I
gosh.
just said, I told you it wasn't going to work, and I knew it was going to work. He's like, it was worked every time. I was like, there's no way it's going to work for me.
Okay, I have something to say, and you might not like it.
As a Gemini, as a woman, as a fan, as a daughter, as an American, what are you saying this as?
So I am witchy. I'm a witch. And
Wiccan?
No, I'm like grab bag.
Witchy woman?
Witchy woman. But I very strongly believe that what you say matters and the things you think matter.
You're so right.
So I'm sorry, but I think you're putting out the energy.
Self-cursed.
I think you're putting out the energy of things not working.
I cursed myself.
It also could have been Mercury retrograde, which means like devices tend to not work. But the fact that it was just happening to you makes me feel like it's a you thing. Why are they laughing
retrograde.
so hard? Yeah, stop telling yourself it's
You're
not
right.
going to work.
You know what?
Put out good vibes.
You're right. I should have said to the guy, good, I love Slingbox.
It's gonna work.
It's going to work.
I also want to know what your shows are when you say you wanted to record your shows.
I always watch TMZ.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think of, and I'm also trying to go back 12 years or whenever I did it, like what I would have, like sports, MMA, any car related stuff like TMZ and schlocky news, extra, Billy Bush, what's J-Lo up to?
Oh, okay.
She's such a hero. She's raising some of her kids, like stuff like that.
Sure.
I love schlock. And I love any like, stories like the real story, the sinking of the Lusitania, like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Popcorn schlock. With
I was hoping for like The Bachelor,
stuff.
Love is Blind. It's none of that.
No, I never.
That's what I watch.
Not the serial stuff.
Okay.
Like that. Stuff that's more important and then way less important.
Okay, yes,
I don't hang around the middle that much. But instead it was just women's volleyball on ESPN5, collegiate women's volleyball at the junior college level. There'd be nothing fucking on by the time I got home from doing the celebrity challenge. That's the problem. No control.
Damn. Yeah. Start speaking more positive.
I'm going to do that. I think that's a problem. I think it's a problem in my life, and I'm going to get more positive.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is so real.
Is it real?
It's so real, and I feel like I manifested being here.
Oh, you did?
Yes. It's so crazy. So like 2-3 weeks ago, I emailed you guys, cold emailed, saying that I wanted to be a guest on the show. And then that very same week, I got a separate message asking me to come on the show.
Not connected.
Not connected. Same week. And the day I got that message, I told myself, it wasn't about this show specifically, but I was like, someone's going to reach out to me today about a casting, about an appearance, about something. Like, I'm going to get a message. And then 4 hours later, after telling myself that, I got a message about coming here. So like, it's
I'm
so
doing it.
This stuff
You're
happens
right.
to me all
I do
the time.
Too much. I'm
Just be
too
more
low.
positive.
I got to be more positive.
Yeah, call into the universe what you want. What do you want, Adam?
Well, I've let the dream of the Slingbox go.
Okay.
So I'm off of that.
Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah, there's people I'd like to talk to. There's shows I'd like to do.
Put it out there. Who is it?
I like to do another home improvement show.
Love it.
I love the home improvement genre. I haven't done one in a while.
It's happening.
Like to strap on those bags and get back on that site, start busting some contractors or swinging that hammer, helping needy people.
Yes.
But not really caring.
Okay.
You know
Caring
what I mean? But
for TV,
faking
for
care,
camera.
fake care for TV. Where I'm going to build them that thing they needed, because I'm in the community and this is the inner city and they don't have greenhouses here. So I have access to herbs. So I'm going to build them something.
It's going to happen. I see it for you.
All right, I put it out.
Yes, exactly.
All right, you want to manifest some news?
Yeah, let's manifest some news.
All right, hold on. Let's take a quick break. And then Leah's going to manifest some news right after this. Simply Safe, imagine a burglary. It's a shady character in the dark, right? Well, according to FBI, most break-ins happen in broad daylight during the summer when homes are unattended. That's right. Yeah, they get you during the day because you're out of town or you're at work. That's why you need Simply Safe. We've been using these guys for 1 million years. Modular, fast to set up. Take it with you if you're moving. Can't do that with the hardwired stuff. Also, they have fast protect monitoring. They have live guard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds and can even see and speak to intruders. Less than $1 a day, no long-term contracts. Cancel anytime. Protect your home this summer with 20% off your new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafe.com/Adam. That's simplysafe.com/Adam. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
G'day, Adam from Australia. I thought I might give you a rest today and do your introduction in the Australian accent. Get it on. Got to get it on. Mandate to get it on. No choice but to get it on. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for telling a friend. That's what Australia likes about you. Have a good one, mate.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
All right, Leah, let's do some news.
All right. First up, suspected drug smuggling tunnel found in Tijuana is so long. How long is it? Authorities don't have enough oxygen to reach the other end.
I don't buy. There's not enough oxygen to make it to the other end.
That's what it says. In northern Mexico, it's so long that authorities haven't been able to find the exit point without oxygen tanks. Baja California's Secretary of Public Safety, Leopoldo Tizoc Aguilar Duran, said his team is in the process of getting the tanks to finish the investigation.
All right.
I'm like, damn, they found my spot.
I learned about this from Fast and Furious 5 or 4.
You watched all of them?
Shit, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll watch him again if I had that sling box. No, wait. I'm going to be positive.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to be positive. Probably be on tonight when I come home.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a lot of tunnels. And then I was thinking to myself, like, if your culture does a lot of tunneling, it's either really evolved, like Japan and England and all the places with the metro and the channel. I mean, the channel's an amazing thing, but it could also be Gaza and Tijuana. Tunneling in general, it's hard to hang a label on a society that does a lot of tunneling, because if you're talking about getting from England to France in a tunnel, that's as evolved as you can get. But if you're talking about terrorists being scootered around and Hamas running through Gaza, then you're shit society. And if you're running fentanyl through Tijuana and under San Diego, then you're a shit society. But the in-between societies don't really do a lot of tunneling.
It's crazy. I mean, to build a big tunnel, like as big as what they're describing, I'm like, they had to have been on cocaine to build that, because that sounds very ambitious.
Yeah, it's
on their own supply.
They're getting high on their own supply, and and I don't know if these tunnels are like walk upright through the tunnel or lay on a mechanic's creeper and get dragged through it. Okay. You know what I mean?
Or crawling.
But they're drug running tunnels, right?
Yeah. Drug
I'm
smuggling.
Assuming.
Drug smuggling.
God.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell. Also, I don't know what the hell we're doing with people because we can't seem to dissuade them from doing things.
Free will. It's a crazy thing.
Tunnel or they come up. I mean, they literally come up with semi-submersibles and submarines and stuff to run drugs.
That's crazy.
You cannot corner the drug cartels. They always have a counter. Whatever your move of life is, they have a counter to whatever it is you do. You build a fence, they build a tunnel. You get guys on the high seas and speedboats. They get submarines. They just figure it out.
It's crazy. You know what Jennifer Coolidge would say?
Oh, what would Jennifer Coolidge say about the tunnel?
Oh, God. Big whoop. My vagina's so cavernous, people can't find the exit point without oxygen tanks either. Oh, God, it's so huge. Come crawl in it. Oh, wow.
I think she was at the Groundlings when I was at the Groundlings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was Jennifer
love her.
Coolidge 1.0, not Jennifer
Yeah.
Coolidge, who turned into Madam from Waylon and Madam, which is another Al Jolson type reference
I'll
that
have
you
to
have
look it up.
no idea
Okay.
what I'm talking about. But Madam from Waylon and Madam was a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh.
And Madam and Jennifer Coolidge basically became the same person. Like there was a young starlet version of her, and then there's the old body version of her, and that's what we're getting.
I
now.
love all versions of Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay.
She's the best.
All right. So they're going to tell us, do we trust Mexico's safety minister to suss out this tunnel situation? I don't trust anything out of Mexico.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I think he's on the take. There's a minister of safety in Mexico, it sounds.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I guess so.
All right.
Next
What
up.
else? Next up.
Salt and Peppa's Sandra Denton was kicked off a Southwest flight exploring lawsuit. She was left grounded. It was Peppa. Peppa was left grounded in Vegas this morning after a Southwest Airlines crew deemed her a safety risk on their flight. The Salt and Peppa rap legend tells TMZ Hip Hop she was on a flight from Las Vegas to Nashville for a meeting, a flight she takes frequently because it's the only direct one.
Now, I heard she bought 2 seats.
She did buy 2 seats, and when they asked her why she had 2 seats, she said, "It's none of your business." Sorry, I had to.
So she bought, all right, so here's the story I heard. I heard she bought 2 seats so she could have a seat open next to her because she has like some sort of knee condition or
She has
something.
a knee brace from a car accident that she was in.
Yeah, so she just, look, Southwest is not a celebrity airline.
What is?
What is?
Yeah.
Anything but Southwest?
Really? Okay.
You don't know the stories of Southwest?
I guess not. It's not Spirit or
well,
Frontier.
Southwest does not have a first class.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a business class.
Okay.
So I will not make them a celebrity airline.
Okay.
Good.
Yes, understood. I didn't know that.
Well, how many celebrities have you seen on a Southwest flight? I'm saying they can get on a Southwest flight.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's a safe statement. Southwest, not a celebrity airline. All right. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. Not a celebrity airline. Now, sometimes if celebrities fly Southwest, which they will do, especially you got to get from Burbank to Vegas and who cares or whatever, a power move could be buying an open seat next to you. But Southwest doesn't have assigned seats. So are you buying the seat next to you or are you just buying a seat? So I heard that she bought 2 seats and was assuming that was a seat next to her. But then what?
But then someone wanted it, and he said that he was going to a funeral, and then she asked him if he would swear that he was going to a funeral, and he wouldn't swear that he was going to a funeral. So it seems like, and then the stewardess kicked her off.
There's got to be more to this story.
I
That
agree.
seems bizarre to me. So you go, I'm flying Southwest. I didn't hear the part in your story where she bought 2 seats, but I was
bought 2
told
seats.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
is that in your story?
She did buy 2 seats. Yeah.
Okay, so she bought 2 seats, and then the person sits in the seat that she bought, and And then she's okay with it as long as he's going to a funeral, but he won't swear to it.
Right.
And then the stewardess kicks her off.
Allegedly because she started recording, but she says she wasn't recording. I watched some of the video, and it's pretty funny because she has like a filter on it. There's hearts everywhere, so it's pretty
So we
funny
have
visual.
recording of it. Uh-huh. But then also, do you get thrown off for recording?
Right. I think it's weird. It's like peppered with a lot of questions.
Yes. I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Well, if there is a video, you're saying a video exists?
Yeah, there's a video.
Oh. Oh, maybe we got the vid? Oh, I didn't. No, we don't have the vid. But there is a vid. How do you know there's a vid?
I watched it on TMZ.
How come we don't know there's a vid? That's the question. All right.
It's on the link that I was sent.
It's on the link that you were sent. This gets better.
I did my homework.
Good for you. Some of us did. See, that's the thing about Geminis. They be studying.
Oh, we be studying. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can't stop a Gemini from
No.
studying.
Well, we love like knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
Very curious people.
Oh, yeah. I am curious.
Do you know your other signs? I'm really curious what your big three are.
Oh, there's a big three?
There's a big three. So your sun is Gemini. That's how the world sees you. Your moon is your emotional life. And then your rising is what you're becoming, or your ascendant is what you're becoming in life.
I do not think there's any chasm between how the world sees me and how I am. Everyone's number one answer, I think, at least they tell me, if someone goes, what's Adam really like? They just go, he's exactly like you think he is.
You are.
That's how I am.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to have that chasm. Now, maybe Ellen's a Gemini.
Oh, don't bring her in.
Maybe she has a little chasm between how the world used to see her and how she is.
It's the ascendant is who you're becoming. It's not like the
who I'm
difference
becoming.
of yeah.
That's the moon?
That's the rising. The moon is your emotional life. Ooh, looks like
my emotional life.
So I'm a Pisces moon, so I'm very sensitive. Oh. Cry a lot.
Oh, I don't have any sensitivity.
Okay.
I don't have any sensitivity about people's stuff.
What if you're a Scorpio?
I'm annoyed and astonished about how fucking dumb people can be. And I'm also wildly disappointed at people's character. Like wildly disappointed in the character department. Like, goddamn, what happened to everyone's character? What happened to character, like, just in general? Like, sad.
That might not
sad.
be zodiac related. That might just be like you just hate people.
That's me hating people. Well, it's not me hating people. It's me hating what we've become.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
All right, we got the clip. This is Peppa.
Southwest. And I'm injured only, and I bought 2 tickets. I have two passes, right? They want to know if I could get the wheelchair now, even though I needed a medical assistant today. I was injured. I just got injured, y'all. How y'all doing? So these
Everyone's got to get filmed now.
Took me off the plane. Brought this other man on
She looks
the plane.
great.
Yeah.
And took me off the plane. Well, just tell me the reason taking me off now.
She's got a lot of hearts.
You said that I needed a brace.
So once you got on the plane, I asked you why did you need a second seat. You weren't wearing your brace or anything like that. Southwest has a customer size policy, so you weren't encroaching on the second side. But then later on, once you put your brace on and had your second one,
it was fine,
you
and you apologized.
Right.
So then you came back, and now
you were filming everybody, and then that was due to
no, I wasn't. I was talking to my assistant. I wasn't filming. This is my first time filming, actually.
I apologize for that. If that's how you feel, but I need you to get off the jet bridge, or
because I started filming. I just want to be clear on my kickoff of the Southwest.
I understand you feel wrong, but I need you to get up to the jet bridge.
All right.
So for
But
your safety.
I still don't get the part where she bought the seat next to her, and then the guy's like, yeah, but you weren't using the seat. But if you buy the seat,
Right.
then isn't that...
I don't feel like she did anything wrong. It's weird.
Here's how I generally feel about stories like this. There's some element that we're unaware of. And I don't know what the policy is. If you can just buy an open seat next to you, it's confounding. And the reason it's confounding is Southwest, although generally known as a world-class celebrity carrier, Southwest is the only airline where you can't buy a seat next to you because there is no seating to be bought. It's just groups, and it's a clusterfuck race to the bottom once you get on there. So it's confounded because if you're flying Delta, American, or any other airline, then you'd go, I bought seat 17A and seat 17B, and I have the receipts for both of them, and that's an open seat for me.
Right.
But I have no idea what... Now, Southwest could sell me 2 seats, and maybe they... But there must be they must have to say, it can't be 2 random seats on the plane in different aisles because that would eliminate the reason you bought 2 seats.
Right. That would be like, why would you do that?
What is the Southwest? I'm looking at Joe, but what is their 2-seat policy? And then if they're, okay, I guess if you're supremely morbidly obese, you could buy 2 seats, and then you would spill in the next seat because he said you weren't using the other seat except where you bought it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Okay. Well, anyway, maybe there'll be something that Southwest did that we don't know about right now, but it seems confusing that they would do this.
They have a policy for 2 seats, but that policy only describes if you are too big for 1 seat.
Yes, because he said something like your carriage wasn't in, you weren't using the other seat. So that's,
it's all dealing with customers of
also,
size.
how would you know if you work for Southwest and there's an open seat, you would never think the person bought that seat.
Right.
Which next time I fly Southwest, I will try.
You're going to fly Southwest?
I'm a celebrity.
It's not a celebrity airline, I hear.
No, it's the premier.
Oh.
Last time I flew Southwest, I sat between the cast of Friends.
No.
Yes, the entire 3 on one side, and then, Matthew Perry died, so there was room for me. And I just squeezed between Aniston and the guy who plays Joey.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you remember me, Jay?
That's great. Yeah.
Jennifer was there.
Corolla, good to see you.
Yeah, we're sitting next to you. We had Kudrow on one side. We had Cox on the other. We had, again, like I said, Matthew Perry. That had to break your heart, Jennifer.
Oh, it really did. Oh,
yeah, I mean,
sorry.
Yeah.
That was me.
But the point is the last Southwest flight I flew was just one line of the cast of Friends,
Wow.
And I just snuck in between the 2.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's a celebrity airline, but sometimes they'll let some civilians on the flight. I'll see regular people, lawyers, dentists.
Those are
like
regular people.
Regular folk,
Okay.
But I am going to try saying I bought the seat next to mine when somebody tries to sit in the middle after. Because I get on the B group, and then they come on the C group, and they try to plant their fat ass in between me and the person on the aisle. I'm going to say I bought that. See if that works.
Go ahead. See how it goes.
Okay. What's the next story?
RFK Jr. to receive Secret Service protection. Independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., whose famous father and uncle were both felled by assassins, will receive Secret Service protection in the wake of Saturday's shooting of former President Donald Trump, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said Monday.
Well, good, but... Okay, he's been asking for Secret Service protection since day one. And he told me they're not giving him Secret Service protection. And even though his family has a rich history of being hit by sniper's bullets, he did not get it, which is super shitty for Biden to do. But then a bullet hits the ear of Trump, and now you've changed your mind. Which is sort of, it's like, okay, now you have to do it because in the eyes of public opinion, you have to do it. And maybe the game's on, and if someone died, then they'd blame you. I don't really, here's the thing. I'm not giving any points to anyone who gets forced to do something. It's like the fake apology. The athlete beats the crap out of his girlfriend, denies it the whole time, and then at some point they find elevator footage of it, and now he's apologizing. Like, remember in P. Diddy? Mm-hmm. P. Diddy opens a can of whoop ass on his girlfriend in a hotel, calls her a liar, and denies it for 9 months or whatever. Then the footage comes out. Now he's apologizing. And crying. Should we respect him for the apology?
No.
Because it was forced on you. And this was forced on the Biden administration because they denied it for a year before this.
Yeah.
So no quarter.
I actually asked to have Secret Service escort me here.
Oh, yeah?
But I was denied. So I'm brave.
You are brave.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so good. I'm glad he's got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, why are we still calling it Secret Service?
I know.
Everyone knows.
Very high profile.
The secret's out.
Yeah. Secret Santa. Now that still works. We don't know who that guy in the office is.
Right. But Secret Service is like, we all know you have 8 Escalades.
You have 8 Escalades. Everyone's wearing sunglasses. A suit, a black suit.
Just call it the service.
You got an earpiece. Everyone else is wearing like a tank top on the 4th of July, and you got an earpiece and a black suit on. We know who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not secret.
Yeah. By the way, sky marshals don't have the word secret, but they are secret.
What's a sky marshal? I'm learning a lot today.
Al Jolson, sky marshal.
Was Al Jolson a sky marshal?
He was one of the best.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's a sky marshal? For listeners who may not know.
Well, let's see if we can figure this one out. It's an old-timey Texas guy, rides a horse in the air. No. There's after 9/11. Oh, honey, do you know about 9/11?
Yes, I know about 9/11.
I don't know. These really bad people took an air. You know what airplane, right?
I know. I know what airplanes are. Yes.
Okay.
Southwest.
So these bad, mad men took an airplane and they flew it into 2 giant buildings. Uh-huh. And then they fell. Mm-hmm. And then so we were like, no more. We're going to prevent that next time someone tries to take over an airplane. So we invented a job called Sky Marshal.
Are they on every plane?
No.
Oh.
They're on like 0 amounts of planes.
Oh.
But you should think that maybe they're on.
Oh, okay. It's like
plane.
undercover?
Well, they don't advertise.
Okay. Well, that's why I didn't know what a sky marshal was.
Yeah. But I know what other people know what a sky marshal is. And
okay.
Well, here's all I'm saying. They don't want to present as marshals because they don't want the person on the plane knowing they're on the plane or not knowing they're on the plane. Mm-hmm. They want the bad guys to think they're on the plane when they're probably not on the plane.
Oh,
you got me? Sneaky sky marshals.
Okay.
But
sneaky sky marshals.
They're called sky marshals, but they're not secret sky marshals.
Just sky marshals.
And then the Secret Service got the word secret in it, but we can see them very clearly.
I think they like that. They're like, ooh, we have a secret.
Undercover cops are undercover. Uh-huh. They have a whole different outfit.
What's an undercover cop? I'm just kidding. Your face.
Scared me for a second.
I'm not that dumb.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of dumb, I was calling sky marshals air marshals.
Oh,
air marshals.
See?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Maybe that's why I didn't know what it was.
If I'd said air marshal, you would have been
for sure would have known. Yes, exactly.
All right, let's do one more.
We'll go with that. Okay, Kim Kardashian reveals she tried the Jennifer Aniston approved salmon sperm facial. You've had one of those, right?
Not intentionally. If you get drunk enough in Alaska, you will experience that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, when they're running, they're coming.
Literally. I actually did one of those once, and now they won't let me back at the Long Beach Aquarium. Yeah. I guess they have to consent to it. Okay, Kim Kardashian is serious when it comes to trying anti-aging treatments. On the latest episode of The Kardashians, which was released on Hulu on July 11th, the Skims founder, 43, opened up about getting an unusual facial in hopes of achieving a more youthful appearance. She says, "I got a salmon sperm facial with salmon sperm injected into my face," she revealed to her mother, Kris Jenner, who appeared stunned. Whose sperm has she not had on her face?
It's true.
I'm sorry. I don't like slut shaming, but I just couldn't resist saying that.
That's a good joke.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, half the NBA's giving you that treatment.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little squeamish or old-fashioned, with all my Al Jolson references. But
Sure.
I just feel like I don't want to hear about salmon sperm. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I get that it might be working for her.
Sure.
Is it just me, or does Kris Jenner seem like a very good recipient of plastic surgery?
Like she looks good?
She's a
she looks great.
69-year-old woman who looks like a young woman when they do her up with the makeup and everything, and does not have a sort of grotesque and false look of people that have like, oh, wow, too much work, honey.
She looks amazing.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe she's doing the sperm facial. Kim Kardashian also said, "Get your fucking ass up and put fish cum on your face. It seems like nobody wants to put fish cum on their face these days. You have to surround yourself with people that want to put fish cum on their face."
Wait, is that John Malkovich? Or is that...
No, that's Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
what the hell?
yeah, sorry. I should have got... Yeah, of course. We're talking about Malkovich.
Do you know that famous quote of Kim Kardashian saying, "It seems like nobody wants to work these days"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like anyone that yells at anyone to work.
You do?
Yes.
Is that what you do here?
There's a thing that we're doing, which is some sort of... We've decided that we needed a work-life balance, and that really just translates into smoking tons of weed and never working a Saturday ever. And it's not good for people. People don't really understand that work is good.
I love working.
It gives people meaning.
Yes.
And also men need work even more than women. Women find satisfaction in other areas, but guys not working is really counterproductive, sort of counter to who they are. It's a fight with your own DNA and cells, essentially. And we've been trying to convince everyone to relax and slow down and take it in, and why not do more of this and less of that? And you don't have to listen to him, and it's not about the money, and it's not about... Work is insanely important. Physical work is better for you than sitting in a cubicle. And we've been trying to talk every dude into essentially getting a degree in some bullshit, not learning a trade, and then working from home, and they're all fucking fat and miserable. You will be miserable if you do not work. It gives you purpose, and you need to do it. And as a society, we should be encouraging people to work longer and work harder. And for that, I love Kim Kardashian because she wants everyone to work, and she busts her...
She works hard.
She works her ass off. And I guess when people think about the salmon sperm treatment, they don't know it's injected, right?
It is injected.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is because when you put the word facial behind semen...
Right. There's an image.
There is.
Yes.
There is an image, and I picture an image of the great Chinese leader, Emperor Bukkake.
Oh, wait, that's his real name?
Well, that was the original name, and then he invented a whole porn genre.
Really? I did not know that's where it originated
Yeah, there's a
from.
Chinese emperor from about Byron, you can look about 1260. Anyway, it was Ottoman Empire, I think it was.
Wow.
And his name was Emperor Bukkake. And for some reason, they adopted him.
What a legacy to leave
a
behind.
porn.
Yeah.
But the great Emperor Bukkake.
Good for him.
Yeah. And it was big into the ivory trade back then. And maybe that's what it was, the ivory, the white Ivory?
What's the ivory trade?
You know, there's these big fat animals called elephants.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the tusks.
Well, you didn't let me explain.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
They have these pointy things that come from their mouth. Ivory. So Emperor Bukaki,
Yeah.
that was his trade, the ivory trade.
Oh.
You know, so maybe that had something to do with
okay.
it. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway.
Also, why did we have to bring Jennifer Aniston into this? Like,
I was sitting next to her on that Southwest flight. Jennifer Aniston looks good.
yeah.
But Jennifer, is there some point where it's too much pressure? Like you just need to get old?
I don't know. I just want to support fish. I love salmon sperm. Yeah, it's great.
Wouldn't it be nice just to let the hair go gray and just start taking on those, Meryl Streep type roles,
What? Sounds like you want me to take a break.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, I agree with Kardashian. I want you working, but I'm saying at some point it's just got to be too much work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just go to Ross.
And we'll still love you if you get old.
Thanks. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I would still be a fan of yours.
Thanks. What do you get done? Anything? Yeah.
Oh, no, but I should.
No Botox? Nothing?
No.
Facials? You don't do anything?
I haven't used soap in a long
Oh, God.
in a long time.
Okay.
I will dye the gray every once in a while.
Okay.
But
Why
that's
don't you
about
use
as much
soap?
as I got.
I'm concerned. Why don't you use soap?
I don't think it's good for you.
What?
Yeah.
Even natural, like, I don't know, organic soap?
Oh, maybe. I don't. Okay, your body places things on its skin. That are meant to be there, like your hair, your skin. It places like a sebum on it. It pushes stuff out, and nature knows what it's doing. And I don't think you should scrub that away.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. And the scientists agree with me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Worst thing you can use is like Purell. The worst thing you can do is sterilize your environment.
Well, you know what I think is also really bad for you? Smelling bad.
Women hate it. Yeah. Women think everything's gross. If women weren't alive, we would use the same fucking bowl every day for the rest of our motherfucking lives in the same mug, and no guy would ever get sick and no one would ever give a shit. I would just rinse my bowl out, rinse my mug out, put it upside down on the counter, and the following day I would just come out and I'd pour shit in the same bowl, I'd pour coffee in the same mug, and they'd never run a dishwasher.
Okay, that's
and
disgusting.
we never use all the power and all the water and electricity and all the time it takes to load and unload. We just rinse it with hot water, set it on the countertop, and the following day we would use it again, and no one would ever be any the wiser, no one would ever get sick, and no one would ever be gross, except for women will not let you do that.
Well, let's be clear. You said if women weren't alive. If women weren't alive, honey, you wouldn't be alive.
Well,
you wouldn't be here. So we're keeping you clean.
I'm dreaming of a hypothetical utopia.
Wow.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Patrick Fabian is out there. He's got a bunch of films out. Better Call Saul's probably where you know him the most, but he's done almost everything. And we'll take a break. And then Leah's... You're hanging in, right? So, we'll figure it out. Leah, and we'll bring in actor Patrick Fabian right after this. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Oh, my favorite. Love these guys. Yeah, they're in the business of keeping your car on the road. O'Reilly Auto Parts offers friendly, helpful service and parts knowledge you need to maintain and repair your car. They've got thousands of parts and accessories in stock and online as well. So they have it in the store. You can buy it online, so you'll never have to worry if you're in a jam. The team at O'Reilly Auto Parts can test your battery for free in or out of your car. Well, it's easier to do it in your car, or you can bring it in, I guess. If it needs to be replaced, they'll help you find the right battery for your vehicle. Need your windshield wipers replaced, a brake light fixed, or a quick service? They'll help you find the right part or point you to the nearest local repair shop for help as well. Whether you're a car aficionado or an auto novice, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts are knowledgeable, helpful, and best of all, friendly. Yes, nice people. The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are your one-stop shop for all things auto, do-it-yourself, and you can find what you need in the store online, or you can go in yourself. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit at O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/Adam.
Celebrating 15 years of podcasting, here's a memorable moment from the Adam Carolla Show's Ace Awards archives.
Elliot, what do you think of this? How do you feel? How's your health? Talking to the mic.
My health is fine, thank you.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
The water was not open, so nothing spilled.
Yes, I know. Would you like some water?
Thank you.
Would you like some mangria? You'll try mangria? That's good. We got to get him out of his shell. By the way,
Do you think I'm in a shell?
yeah.
You're wrong.
Oh, really?
I'm out of the shell.
Oh, you're out? Oh, this is you out?
This is me, yeah.
Wow. I've seen you be so dynamic.
I'm an actor.
Oh, that's it. Let's talk about this acting for a moment.
Talk some more?
Yeah.
Now, for some new memorable moments, let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Patrick Fabian in studio. Got a film on VOD, The Way We Speak. We'll get into that. Again, most people know you as Howard Hamlin on Better Call Saul. Ever work with Elliot Gould?
No, I did not have the pleasure of working with him, but I did serve on the Screen Actors Guild board with him. And it was my first exposure to being in the SAG politic area. And I was just so intimidated and starstruck. I walked into this room, and there's Elliot Gould. Like, I sat down beside him, and I was like, hi. And he could tell that I was starstruck. And he just stuck his hand out, big paw, and he's just saying, I'm Elliot Gould. I'm like, I know, you're so good. And he goes, I know, it's okay, just sit down. And so I hung out and had a good time with him.
I couldn't quite figure it out. I did a live podcast with him, and he was doing that character the whole time, and it sounded combative and standoffish, but he clearly was doing something, and it was kind of funny, and he didn't seem angry or agitated, so I think he was kind of putting me on.
He could have been, but, I think also... he was the biggest movie star in the world at a moment, right? And he was out. Was he married to Barbara Streisand or was dating her? Like in the 70s, he's the height of sexuality, right? He's like the man.
I guess it's back when we had unlikely male leads, a sort of Dustin Hoffman and Elliot Gould and Alan Alda and guys that were these like Woody Allen. Like these guys were big celebs and big male leads, but then there weren't the Chris Hemsworth types.
No, there's not Hemsworth. But look, Elliot Gould knows how to hold a cigarette. There's no doubt about that.
He does smoke. He does smoke a cigarette, and we have the same hair, so we share. We share that. But it was there was a time when. So, well, let's figure this out because you got the matinee idol. Good luck, so you can weigh in on this.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
There was a time in the 50s and the 60s when the leading man was the leading man. He looked like the leading man, and then we got into this counterculture thing where, again, that's sort of Dustin Hoffman. Like he would have been way too short and too. Jewish, to be a leading man. But then we started getting into this Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman thing where guys look unconventional. No more big, blonde, strapping, broad-shouldered guys. And now we've seemed to have made our way back to more conventional, but I don't know.
Well, no, I'm glad for the swing, frankly. I think it became with when Brad Pitt really took off. Mm-hmm. Again, we were like, oh, that's what a movie star looks like.
Right.
And I remember when I started off about 30 years ago, I think it was just before Thelma and Louise hit. And there was an interview, I think, with James Spader. Mm-hmm. And James Spader was saying, oh, yeah, fucking Brad Pitt ruined it for us all.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? And he goes, well, we were playing cards, staying out drinking till 4 a.m, and then all of a sudden he shows his abs in Thelma and Louise, and we all have to go to the goddamn gym.
Yeah. I love Spader in Pretty in Pink.
Oh, wow.
Because he engages in a behavior that no high schooler's ever engaged in ever before, which is like, first off, he smokes with impunity at high school. Like, he just smokes. He just lights up, and he stands in the stairwell. He's like, Sport, you're dating, what's her name? Yeah. She's not one of us, you know? And he's like, what do you mean? She lives on the wrong side of the tracks. And when I was in high school, I didn't look at anyone's 401k. Like, I want to try to get laid. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know who the poor girls were. I knew who the hot girls were.
Where'd you go to high school?
North Hollywood High.
Oh, wow. You're local. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And listen, here's what I'm saying. When I was in high school, there was a hot chick, and her name was Flory Aguilar. And she lived in, like, the Deep Valley, you know, probably like Sun Valley, but she was hot. You know what I mean? And I was hot for her. And then there was Debbie, who lived up the hill, who was not hot, but her family had a lot of money. I don't know who the Spader guy is, because he's telling his buddy not to date Molly Ringwald because she's not in our tax bracket.
So which tax bracket is it? Is it south of the boulevard up in the hill, or is it deep in the valley in Sun Valley?
Well, deep in the valley in Sun Valley is a much lower tax bracket than south of the boulevard, but Flory Aguilar was a lot hotter than Debbie was.
No, you got to reach down then. You got to reach down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Spader. But anyway. So you from the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah.
Right.
Born in Pittsburgh, but then grew up actually in central Pennsylvania, but I took the Steelers with me. I've been a lifelong fan.
Every Steelers fan is rabid and nuts, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. And I like the Steelers now. I hated them back when they just dominated. But also, I mean, what a time. I'm from North Hollywood. I think I could name 9 of the 11 starting defensive players for the Pittsburgh Steelers when they were in their 70s Chuck Noll heyday.
Well, I mean, that was like 4 within 6 years. They were everything.
Yes.
And I could see why people were sick of them. Absolutely.
Then they took a little time off.
Oh, yeah, they did take a lot of time off.
And then they came back, and now it's kind of easier to root for.
They are easy to root for, but, you know, it'll be curious to see if Russell Wilson's going to have a second act.
Oh,
right, because he's over there now, and Justin Fields is his backup. So there should be some storylines there, one way or the other, coming up this season.
So the acting, where does that come in for you, or how did it come in? Sorry,
you know, I got involved with playing instruments and chorus when I was in elementary school and high school, and I was short. So when everybody started to play football and stuff in high school, I was still tiny. So I played trombone. So I ended up being president of the band in high school instead of captain of the football team. And that lent itself to getting on stage, and then I went to school at Penn State for acting, which my parents still are sort of puzzled that they give degrees in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I came out to Long Beach. I got a master's degree in theater, which my father was also like, they cannot be giving a master's degree in acting. But they did, and I took it, and then I came into Los Angeles and started waiting tables. And that was probably about, 30 some years ago.
Were we unfair as a nation to Joe Pa?
Wow. You know, I lived there during their last championship in '87. And what I know is that I ran into Joe Pa a couple of times when he would be walking his dogs north of campus. And true to the stories about him, without a doubt, we'd want to talk football, and he always wanted to talk about what we were studying. He wanted to know what we were studying and what we were doing. He goes, oh, you're in the shows. My wife and I try and come see the shows, but it conflicts sometimes with my work schedule. So my personal experience with him was one of everything that has been advertised. But however, I saw a great documentary called Happy Valley, which was written was filmed by somebody who is not a part of the culture, the football culture, or Penn State. And they just sort of did an observation on sort of the mass hysteria that college football can be, and you know, the warning flags and the blindness that can come in with that. So I wasn't there. I don't know for sure, but I know that a lot of people were hurt that probably shouldn't have been hurt.
Joe Pa may, in his own way, his fall from grace could be greater than Bill Cosby's. And the reason I say that is because Bill Cosby had a fall from grace, but Bill Cosby earned it. Joe Pa, I'm not sure if he earned it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
And Joe Paterno was one of the most beloved characters just in America. I mean, transcended college football. Everyone beloved. And then the whole Sandusky scandal comes out. And then he gets fragged right at the very end. And they tear his statue down. And then he dies.
Boom.
Like, he went from a god, a deity, could do no wrong, and was just going to waltz off into the sunset, being thought of as one of the greatest Americans ever. Forget about college coaches. Gets caught up in a scandal right at the end, tear the statue down, dies.
All gone.
Which, so I'm here to tell you, kids, it ain't over till it's over. I don't care how exemplary your life has been. I don't care how many awards you've got. I don't care what kind of pillar you are in the community. You can go out on a low note.
And you know what? When I graduated, and even 20 years after I graduated, had you even whispered anything like that, I would have been like, you're crazy. That would never in 1,000 years happen. And then it happened. And to your point, happened so quickly. It reversed, it changed, boom, dead, gone.
Yeah, and they tore his statue down,
Took it right down, yeah.
Dawson, or Byron, how long after they took his statue down did Joe Paterno die? Because it didn't feel like it'd been more than a year. I don't...
and I almost want to think that it was reversed, like he died.
Oh, and then they took the statue down?
Yeah.
Well, you would know. You're in
6 months. No, not necessarily, though. It was a long...
6 months?
It was a long time ago.
They took the statue down. He died 6 months later. The statue was... Huh?
Inverse.
Oh, then you're right. He died, and then they took the statue down 6 months later. Yes? Yes? Okay. Verification. Yes.
Yeah. Well, when I went to school, we used to carry cardboard cutouts of him to all the parties we'd go to. And there would be cutouts of Jopa manning all the kegs on Friday nights. Oh, yeah. And they would do elaborate things, so you would have to like shake his hand in order for the keg to pour, all this sort of stuff. So those were ubiquitous all over campus.
Now, also, you know, I'm not a Joe Pop apologist, but I don't know. He didn't personally molest any kids. The question is what did he know? And I would also argue, in a weird way, like you can't penalize your great-grandfather for saying Negro because that's what they said when he was around.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I think that's what they were very much saying at the time. They were saying at the time that he was a different generation. When information was relayed to him, he didn't even know how to process that. He was focused on this. I mean, that's what they were, excusing or apologizing. I don't know because, again, none of us were actually there when that information was given. There's some testimony. For sure, Jerry Sandusky was a monster and created great havoc.
I think what I hear would be my take, and this is why I feel bad for all these guys, which would... See, I'd probably be more like Joe Pa than not. Like, somebody would tell me something's going on, and I would go, just knock it off. Just don't. Just come on. Just don't do it. Let's just keep moving on here. Like, when I used to teach comedy traffic school, they would always tell me if someone shows up more than 20 minutes late, you can't let them in the class because they don't have enough instruction time. And inevitably, someone would show up an hour and a half late. They'd go, my car broke. I go, just sit down. Sit down. You want to molest someone? Sit down. We're good. Just keep moving. Or maybe I wouldn't say the molest part.
No, the traffic school, that would be inappropriate.
It's out of context. Yeah. But I'd go, just sit down because I was apathetic. Like, I wasn't really empathetic. I was apathetic. I just didn't care. And I wonder if Joe Pa probably heard some rumors or something and probably just went, could we just practice football here and knock it off? Which he should have done something, but I got to admit, I'd probably be like him and I'd probably just go, just come on, everyone, come on.
Well, then I guess really the question really is then, so if you were like him like that, then how soon would they wait to tear down your statue would be the question.
Oh.
Would they do it while you were still alive so you could witness it? Or would they do it posthumously because they'd be worried about ramifications?
I would hope that all my major awards are going in the garbage after I die. I got some plaques. I got a few trophies. I got a few awards.
Well, can't we auction that off for charity or something? Or I don't know.
I want
Maybe
to give my kids the satisfaction of actually throwing it out. But yeah,
maybe a yard sale. They could see the lowest bidder gets the plaque from 1978 or something.
I could see that, but yeah, and I don't know if it was like they waited till he died or how they did. He seemed to die pretty fast, but he was like 90, right?
He was very old. There's no doubt about it. I think the whole episode probably broke his heart.
And he coached up until almost the end, right?
Yeah, I mean, the last 10 years were certainly lots of cavalcades of saying, like, maybe it's time for Joe to go. You know, turning over and getting a brand new start. And they got a brand new start, that's for sure.
Did you go to the games over there?
Yeah, even though I was a theater major and I was involved with productions, going to a state college Penn State game was like, that was the cultural event.
Yeah.
And it was great. You know, Penn State's in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. No one's going anywhere else. It's, 40,000 students on a weekend. And the tailgating was fun. The games were fun. And, I remember Alabama came to visit. We hadn't beaten them in a very, very long time. And people drove up in RVs from Alabama and had a whole hog roast out front.
Wow.
And we're wandering around with their, we got little, bear paws and Nittany lion paws all over our faces. And we're wearing blue and white. And these Alabama people were like, hey, yo, come here, son. Sit down. I'll give you some real food. And they had these long picnic tables and they'd keep sitting 10 in a row down, feed us, drink us, and then say, all right, good game, get out of here. And they did that all game long, and I thought, what a great spirit. Mm-hmm. We happened to beat them that time, and I remember that was still when you could run on the field. We all ran on the field. We tore up, the end zone turf, and they actually took down the goalposts. They put them in front of Old Main, but I remember leaving the stadium, saw those same people, and instead of, some violent sort of, F you and that kind of...
Right.
They just said, hey, you played good. You come on back to our turf next year. And I was like, there's the spirit. That's great. But then like hoodlums, we took the goalposts all the way to Old Main and deposited them there. So,
wow, you pulled them out of the stadium.
Oh, I didn't. My fingerprints aren't on that at all. I don't know. I mean, there was a movement. I got caught up in it, and all of a sudden, I was at Old Main, and we were worshiping a goalpost that was on the ground.
Out of the stadium.
That's all I can say. That's all I really know.
It's funny. Alabama playing Penn State were two of my big mispronunciation teams that I had growing up. Listen, I've said on the show many times, I grew up in North Hollywood. So I would call the Nebraska the Corn Hustlers because I didn't know what a Husker was because I'm from North Hollywood.
Sure.
There's no husking. I didn't grow up with Huskers. I didn't have a family of Huskers. And the neighbors, they're the Johnson family, those are Huskers.
Known Huskers. Keep it quiet.
There's no husk. I didn't know what a husk was. I was 11 or something, but I didn't know what a husk was. And then I always said I didn't know what a Nittany mountain range was, so I called them the Nifty Lions.
Well, they were kind of nifty. That's sweet. That
worked. Listen, I would argue the Corn Hustler and Nifty Lions may be better than the Nittany Lions.
The logos would certainly be better.
Yeah, one's pretty homoerotic, I think, but if you leave it on the cob. But the other, when the Nifty Lions would play Alabama, I called them the Crims and Tide because I didn't know what crimson was. When I was very uneducated.
No, that makes sense.
From like North Hollywood, and I couldn't make sense of a crimson tide. I didn't know what that meant.
I don't even know what is a crims anything.
It's a color.
No, crimson, but is
a crims isn't. No, that's the whole part. It crims. It just sounded like it sounded like crims and tide, like a law firm.
So you're like, what is this?
I didn't know what it was, but I still tried to make it into something because I didn't know what crimson.
Well, and then they also show up only with red helmets. So you're like, well, that doesn't give me a clue.
Right. Like, there's nothing on it.
I don't even know who the guy is or the mascot is that runs around for them.
Yes. So when the Nifty Lions would play the Crims and Tide, I would just be sitting home in North Hollywood.
The Nifty Lions, that sounds like something you find at the dollar store, though, all of a sudden. You're
Nifty
like,
Lions.
We're shopping colleges. We're going to go down to the dollar store and get an education.
So you go from there to Long Beach or San Diego?
No, Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I knew there was an ocean there somewhere, which is a million miles away from Happy Valley, which I've driven through.
Yes.
Which there's nothing there, but I was driving from D.C. to was doing a gig or something. Where was I? New York. I'm trying to think of where.
If you're going from New York to Pittsburgh, you probably go right through it.
Maybe that's what it was. I was going from New York to Pittsburgh, drove through it, saw the Joe Pa statue back before they got on
Before they got to it.
Thought it was cool, but it is just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you go to Long Beach, which is not the middle of nowhere.
No, but I went to Long Beach thinking it was right next to Los Angeles, which I guess in theory it is, but it might as well have been anywhere else, because once you're in school doing that. But I was glad. Long Beach was a great place to be. I enjoyed going to school there. Good education, fun times, and I got to wait tables down at right near the Queen Mary. So I'd watch the fireworks go off of the Queen Mary almost every night when they'd shoot them off. And at that time, they used to have the Catalina Express would come in. So I was just, going to school and waiting tables. And then when school finished, I moved up to L.A. and started waiting tables.
How'd Better Call Saul come about?
Just, 30 years of good luck, basically. Saul came up just like every other job I've ever gotten, frankly. I got a call, I got an audition, I did the best I could. And for most of the jobs that you go in for, this, you want to be the answer, and you're not.
Yes.
It almost doesn't matter whether you're good or not. You're either the answer for their question or not. And in this case, I ended up being the answer. Just before I got this job, I had auditioned. Well, I woke up in my house with my kids and my wife on the wrong side of 50, as they say, realizing that the phone's not ringing. And then I got an audition for a thing called Dog with a Blog. And I was like, well, great, I guess. That's ABC Family. The dog is number one on the call sheet. So I put my ego in check, and I go down for the audition, and there's like 20 of me. Some of those guys have Emmys, and I'm like, oh, I'm in a cold, awful business. Anyways, I audition. They like me. I get a pin put in me, and I think, well, this is great. I'm going to be in a show that my kids can watch, blah, blah, blah. A week later, no call. So I call my manager and say, hey, what happened to that Dog with a Blog thing? And he goes, oh, he checks, and he goes back to me, and he calls me and says, they went with the name of your name. Don't worry, we'll find you something. And I thought, if they're going with a name of your name on Dog with a Blog, I'm dead.
They went with Elliot Gould, by the way.
He was really good, though. They made him a recurring. Double scale and everything.
It's a brutal. Yeah. It's not a brutal business. It is in the sense it's a low percentage business. A lot of people want to do it. There aren't as many jobs as there are people who want to do it.
No.
McDonald's is the exact opposite. There's more jobs than there are people.
I worked at McDonald's in high school. I know that gig.
I worked at McDonald's in high school as well.
Never get the grease off my arms.
Cuticles still smell like onions.
Gross, man. Gross.
You work in the grill, huh?
I worked the grill. I worked the front of house. The grill was my favorite because you really could just sort of put it on automation. Plus, I don't know if you ate during your shift, but...
I would throw... Well, the good news... One time I had to throw away like 9 fillet of fish, and so I ate them by the dumpster. And then I hid a lot of them by the dumpster.
No, I ate lots of things by the dumpster, too. No one's looking, man.
No, and I stashed them by the dumpster so I could get them after work.
Okay,
And then I can't remember what the food policy was. You got a discount or a freebie?
You got a discount. I don't think pies were included. That was the big no-no. Couldn't have the pies that would burn your mouth, right? You always burned your mouth on the pies.
Because... While the outside was room temperature, the inside was molten. So there's that would happen in any situation. I will say there's nothing I liked at Jack in the Box more than McDonald's except for the pies. The Jack in the Box apple pie was good and better than the McDonald's one, which had a weird flaky kind of crust on it.
I don't know if you could call that a crust, but it was something that contained the hot...
The
lawsuit
lava.
hot.
Yeah. Well, you cheer the steel town on when they have those cauldrons of liquid metal.
Right.
That was really the cauldron of what it would be. It was like a smelting pot.
Oh my God.
For apple.
Yeah, the apple and the cherry. The cherry was my favorite.
Cherry. Okay.
And it was all natural flavoring, which was really good, and coloring. So that was great. That didn't affect me at all. So I don't get this Dog with the Blog job, and I'm like, oh my gosh. 2 weeks later, I get an audition for this thing called Better Call Saul, which is obviously the prequel to Breaking Bad. And I think, well, if they're going with a name your name for Dog with the Blog, there's no way I'm getting this. And I go down to complain to my wife because they only give me 3 pages of sides, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And she says, well, then you can just make up what you want. Isn't that great? Of course, it's not the answer I want.
Right.
And I said, it's like being on a merry-go-round, throwing a dart 50 yards down, trying to get something. Anyways, I go in hoping that I'm going to get a recurring on The Walking Dead because the casting directors are doing The Walking Dead, and that's like in the 4th season. Well, I don't get that. I do 2 runs at the audition. Thank you, Sherry Thomas, for making me do it again. And then a week later, I get a call. Vince Gilligan saw my tape. I go in, I test, I get the job. All of this happens within about 6 weeks. So in my book, acting and success is exactly that. Within 6 weeks, you cannot be the right answer for Dog with the Blog, and you can be the right answer for Better Call Saul.
Right.
So I'm glad the way things worked out. But if I try to convince myself that I'm a terrible actor for the one and I'm really great for the other, I'm dead. I'm dead in the water, right? I mean, you are what you are, and you're hoping to plug yourself in with a number of shots at the table.
I always figured that the acting game was a low percentage, super low percentage game. And I also knew it was kind of about getting people you didn't know to like you in a short period of time. And my family was not a fan of mine at all. Like I kind of knew that my family, my immediate family, my mom and dad, and to some extent grandparents, but I knew no one in my family really liked me that much, or not liked me, but they didn't think that much of me, you know? And so I had it in my head that if they didn't really like me that much, like if my mom didn't like me that much or think that much of me, then there's no way I was going to get that casting director to feel that way about me. So I had that in my head. So I felt like, well, you could star in a TV show if you created the TV show and you cast yourself in the TV show. But it's not going to be a situation where somebody else creates a TV show and then they look at 100 people. And you could still be better than all 100 of the people, but I don't think they're going to know it at the time they're auditioning you, and I don't think it's going to work.
Well, first of all, that head game that you just said, then you absolutely could audition to be an actor, because I go through that each and every time I go in. Oh, Christ, of course. They're going to hate me. I'm terrible. You walk into a waiting room. He's got better teeth. He's younger. All that stuff. But maybe, guess what? Even though you're saying this about your family, maybe you're just not as broken emotionally that you need to be in order to just slovenly please fill the hole in me and tell me I'm good. That keeps you coming back for more when it comes to auditioning. I'm only speaking for myself as a broken person. I'm not speaking for all actors.
Do we have, Dawes, you have to get my grandma explaining. She thinks of my ability, because it'll my mom's mom, but it'll sum it up. I hear it every 4 months. It makes me laugh every time. When my grandmother was Joe Pa's age, just before she died, she gave a summation, encapsulation of what she thought of me after I became a celebrity. And it kind of sums it up, because this is after I'm a celebrity. Before I was a celebrity, she was pretty sure of it. Now you're looking at the whole bit probably, but we just need the end. And that's what he's saying. I can't get enough of it for some reason. I'm intrigued by it.
Well, I mean, that's maybe you like the beating stick of it all.
Flogging.
Yeah.
The hair shirt.
Yeah.
You're right.
Also, you get to put a spotlight on somebody who, like, I only have a certain amount of time left in my life. I think this is a good idea. I need to get this out.
We'll find the clip. Well, one is a long form one, and the other is only about 15 or 18 seconds or something.
But I will say, in terms of being in the rejection business, it's something, it's just part and parcel. It's kind of like saying, how do you memorize all those lines? It's like, well, if I was an electrician, I'd have to know which wire to cut. So that's just part of the tool set. And part of the tool set is also just not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Lighten the fuck up.
No, I agree. I think it's good that you sort of realize that the odds are against you, and that's the business. And it doesn't, your batting average is going to be more like a batting average, which is going to get a lot less hits than you get, less hits than outs,
Yeah.
And that is, all right, so this is from whatever TLC show I was doing like 25 years ago, but here's my grandmother before she died.
I never think of Adam as a star, and I think people do, but I don't think he has big charisma or charm, but he is intelligent. Maybe he gets some of that from me.
So I always think about this, because she doesn't think I have charisma. And charisma is just an invisible thing. You know what I mean? Like, if your grandson's short and fat, you go, well, I don't think it was a leading man. But charisma, all grandmothers think their kids have charisma.
Or they should, absolutely.
Right.
I love the fact that she takes credit for your intelligence, though. I heard that loud and clear.
She did salvage that at the end.
She went right past her daughter or son, right to you.
Her daughter in this case, but no charisma, and never thought of me that. But the thing I always like about that, she could say, I didn't think of him as a star because he was just little Adam from the block or something. But she goes, I don't think of him as a star because he's missing key components of being a celebrity, like invisible stuff, like charisma, like where people like you.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure she was really clear. She wanted to make sure she was understood. No vagaries.
Very specific. Yeah.
That makes me want to call my mom and dad and be like, I love you guys.
Hug them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. So that was the thing that created my mom. She passed that right down to that.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
I'm not qualified to really, be on the couch to go ahead and analyze all
couch.
that. You'll do it for me. Yeah, I'll just listen.
A steno pad.
I'll listen
and
all day
tell me
long.
what you think. The Way We Speak, by the way, is the movie, which we should talk about while we're here.
Sure.
VOD platforms. That's wherever you get your video on demand. That'll be July 23rd. So this project, what got you there? How'd that happen?
Somebody was a fan of Better Call Saul, and it's Ian Ebright, who's the writer and director of it. It's his first feature. So he got a script to me, and I read the script, and I called him up. I said, I think you're trying to say something here. I'm not even sure what it is, but I like that you're writing something like this. And so we decided to collaborate, and we all showed up in Portland. We shot an indie movie, bare bones, in 18 days, and our DP, AJ Marston, made it look beautiful. And it's gorgeous. Spoiler alert, there's no bombs, there's no superheroes, but there's emotional bombs. There's a bit of pause. And, right now, today, it's, as you know, it's a little divided and corrosive and crazy in the dialogue of what's going on. And this provides a little respite for that, a little introspection. There's a debate in it that's about God and whether or not God exists. I play the guy who does not believe that God exists at all, and I get to use my words as weapons and sort of deconstruct all of that. But at the end of the film, I think the audience is rewarded with an ability to go ahead and make their own decision about what they want to take from it. And the film is not here to be didactic or tell you anything how to think, and I like that as well. So it comes out on my dad's birthday, July 23rd.
Wow.
So, only if you want to break an old man's heart, you better go ahead and pre-order this on Apple if you don't mind.
Yeah, nothing better in a movie that makes you think a little bit. That's kind of, when you think about movies, we were talking earlier about like Woody Allen. Like I love like Crimes and Misdemeanors.
Crimes and Misdemeanors is one of my favorites. Hannah and Her Sisters also right up there for me as well.
Hannah and Her Sisters, which always made me laugh because Jimmy, I think it was Jimmy's Uncle Frank from New York or whatever, but it always made me laugh. He had this real New Yorker uncle, and he's like, you see that Hannah and Her Sisters? And I was like, well, you got the A and the R, but they put him in the wrong place, Uncle Frank. You got to move it. Hannah and Her Sisters, right?
Sisters.
I go, no, it's Hannah and Her Sisters. And the only time that ever happened that way, again, was there's a Spanish language version of that. So the New York version of that is Hannah and Her Sisters. The Spanish language version of that is I had a barber once who had a thick Spanish accent who told me he was thinking he wanted a new car, and he said he was going to trade in his Bobo for a Saab. And I said, you mean your Volvo for a Saab? And he said, yes, my Bobo for a Saab. And I said, okay, you can say both. You got them both. You can say the V and the B, but you got to bring them around. And he's like, Bobo. And I was like, Volvo. Volvo. I was like, no, just Saab. I was like, Saab. I was like, you can do them both.
Couldn't get them.
You do them both. Just move them. Just put them in the right place. Could not do it.
Did he get the car?
I'm trying. This guy used to be across the street from the old Acme Theater or the Two Roads Theater.
On Tahunga.
Yeah, on Tahunga. Yeah.
I took an improv class there years ago.
Oh, like we're across from Vitello's?
Yes, Vitello.
Yeah,
Yes, Vitello's.
Robert Blake's
I'll take the booth in the back.
stomping ground.
Right, no.
Oh, you took an improv class at the Two Roads Theater? Oh, sorry, your thing. Yeah, at the Two Roads Theater?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably back in like 1992 or 93. I'm terrible at improv.
Wow.
Yeah, and I showed it. I showed it like 6 weeks in a row to let them know, just in case they were worried.
What was
maybe
it? Who ran it?
You know, Vanessa Thomas was somebody I went to school with, and she knew somebody, and I don't know. I don't even remember who it was, but...
Vanessa Thomas from Canada?
Yeah.
She was in my troupe.
I went to Cal State Long Beach with her. We graduated together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She took me to that, and I went, and I was terrible, and I dropped out because I didn't like feeling ashamed so quickly all the time.
Vanessa was...
And then she was a DJ.
She was very early in the Acme Theater.
Yeah, okay.
And I was friends with Vanessa.
Yeah. And then she changed her name to Joe Thomas when she became a DJ, I think for a country station here in Los Angeles. Oh. I haven't spoken to her in years.
It's such a... All right, so this is weird.
Now it's gotten all crazy and weird.
No,
because I'm revisiting my shame of being in improv. So that's good. It's great to come on and feel bad.
Here's the crazy. All right, you got to look up Vanessa Thomas now. All right, so Leah was in here earlier
just
today.
Before, yeah.
Yes, and she was explaining that she had a third nipple, a superfluous nipple, and I was going to bring up the fact that I know somebody that has another physical difference, abnormality that is different in the sort of feminine department.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to get into it with her, and that woman is Vanessa Thomas, who may have been studied in literature, in medical.
Oh, hi. That's
literature.
Hi, Vanessa. We went to school together.
Now, you're going to have to look out. I don't really want to out her, but she has a physical, semi-sexual abnormality, which is different than having a third nipple, but it's not too far away.
I do not know anything about that.
You don't know anything about this?
No, I don't.
Well, it's a thing. And it was shared freely, with the members of the Acme Theater. And so while Leah was sitting where you're sitting, talking about her third nipple, I was thinking about Vanessa the whole time, a name that I rarely think of and that I haven't brought up on the show, maybe ever. But I was thinking about Vanessa.
And now here we are.
And then you, as the only person in 3,500 shows, comes in here an hour later and drops her name. It makes one think.
Are we
like what? How does this work? Like I was sitting here thinking about Vanessa, who I have not seen since '93 or something, but was a part of the troupe. My roommate Ralph dated her for
I don't know
this
him.
period of time. She was part of the group. There's, 6 or 8 sort of core people. After the shows, go to our friend Mark's house and have fun and drink beers and do whatever you do when you're 27 and you don't really have much
else to do.
And Vanessa was always part of that group. And I always got along with her. Didn't enjoy improving as much.
I think I might have done even. I did scene work her, obviously, because I was in class with her.
And I remember I liked her, and everyone hung out. It's this one big group, and she had it's not on there, huh? I heard she was in medical literature. Well, I won't out her, but she had a physical abnormality that was not unlike a third nipple. And
well, I'm glad I could be of service.
And I was sitting here trying to think her name, or thinking, I was going to bring her up, and then I was like the window closed and we moved on. But I was thinking that, and then you just came in and summoned her.
You throw up Two Roads Improv Theater. It's like the only improv thing I ever went to because I was so terrible at it.
I've said that story a million times where I went to my barber and he said Bobo and Saab, but for some reason I said Two Roads this time because the barbershop was about 6 window fronts down in that little strip mall where the teriyaki burger place was.
Oh, yeah.
Next to the Henry's Tacos.
Yes.
Yes. And so the Two Roads was this miniature little theater, which was the first home for the Acme Theater before it was the Acme Theater. We were the Two Roads players. And then when you got there, I was probably building the Acme Theater that's on Lancashire in NoHo that we worked out of for like 3 years or 4 years before then moving to the West Side.
Wow.
And Vanessa, who is in Acme, told you to go to Two Roads.
Right.
Because I was probably working on the other theater.
Because we had just gotten out of
yet.
college and she was hustling and doing stuff. Matter of fact, I think she got me my first agent too.
Really?
I think she did. I think she introduced me my first agent.
So what year did you graduate?
89.
All right, so
from Long Beach, and I came right up.
So we were doing Acme starting in probably 89, 90.
That makes complete sense. Who knows? Maybe actually you were teaching the class and you told me to get the hell out.
No, they never let me teach any improv classes.
Well, then maybe quietly you just gave me looks that made me know it was time to leave.
I wonder who your teacher was. We would even know him.
I don't remember. I remember being. You know what I remember? I remember being nervous the whole time. I remember being nervous and I couldn't get control of getting loose and being present.
And did you come back for multiple classes or you just did the one?
I think I came back like 6 weeks in a row and I felt progressively worse each time. And so I was like, and then I, got scared and I left and that was it.
I thought first off, you seem very relaxed, comfortable in your own skin. Acting and improv aren't the same, but they're close-ish that you have to kind of hit your mark. Or, hit your mark, but you have to be on stage and
and the talking and listening,
stuff,
obviously.
Talking and listening. Yeah, I would think
I've done it since, but I never pursued it because there was plenty of people out there who already were 75% there. And I didn't, and frankly, I didn't feel like working at it.
Yeah, you would sometimes run into people and they did a cast of characters and voices and they seemed so quick-witted. You're
right,
like,
and I would get intimidated. That didn't work out for me. So, but eventually, 25 years later, it kind of worked out. So that's good.
All right, well, we'll go out on a high note. The
high note has to be this. I've got this new product I want to push. Do you mind?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Great. It's called Patrick Fabian's One Bowl. It's one bowl and one spoon. And every man should have it.
Yes.
Because it's all you're ever going to need again.
Dawson, you are a perpetual bachelor who lives alone in a freshly remodeled kitchen.
Yes.
Do you run your dishwasher?
Once a week or so.
Wow.
I don't like to wash dishes, so I will just load it up. It takes a long time. I will not run the dishwasher until I'm completely out of silverware, and I got like 9 forks.
But so my contention is when I'm rinsing the bowl or rinsing the fork, if I spend another 8 seconds on it, it's clean enough for me. Now, see, what women should know is it's not like I had some Hell's Angels over and served them brunch. It's only been in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like my feeling is, how bad can this bowl be? It had my cereal in it, and I get there's organic matter, milk or oats or something, but it's kind of my fork and my spoon or my mug. It's a coffee mug that had only Adam's lips on it the day before and the day before that. So the next day it'll have Adam's lips on it again. So I don't have a kind of, where's this mug been? But then I also feel like hot water rinse on a coffee mug
I'll do that
is
with a
enough.
coffee mug. Yeah, put that away and use
that
the
seems
same
to be
coffee
enough.
mug, yeah.
Forks and knives can get a little tougher sometimes, but I'll even do it with the plate because I feel like once I'm rinsing, I'm just there. I go next minute with the sponge and we're done.
The only time I'm physically washing a piece of silverware is because I don't have any silverware. I won't wash it right after. It'll go to the dishwasher.
You go right up to the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I live dangerously.
That's
all right. I got the mug sitting in the bottom of the sink. silverware goes in the mug filled with water. So it never bites, like it never dries on it. It's always there. Then stuff comes out, gets some sort of cursory warm water rinse. Oftentimes my fingers more than the sponge, and then it's all right back into my mouth. And the cycle never ends.
Well, you get all those all that stuff you were talking about before, right? All the germs that your body absolutely needs.
The sebum and all the stuff your body needs. Joe, I know you don't. You're that way too, right?
Well, they say using a dishwasher actually saves water as compared to cleaning things in the sink. But if you're not actually cleaning anything and you're barely running water on it, you've actually outsmarted both. So props to you.
Barely.
All right, I'll give you half the proceeds for the one bowl. All right.
I should really just take the bowl. A logical extension of what I do is I should just bring it in with me to the shower, just set it on the floor, because that's as clean as I am. And I get it. Everyone thinks I'm disgusting, so I'm fine. But the greatest 4 days of my life was me and Mike August staying in Dr. Drew's condo in Manhattan. One mug, one bowl, one fork each, and all the meals, everything just sat in the sink and get rinsed, and the Chinese food would go into it. But I also realized I cannot live without a microwave.
Oh.
I cannot exist without microwave.
I don't need a stove, but I need a microwave.
Yeah, if somebody said to me today, look, Adam, you're going to make it to Joe Pa's age, but with no scandals, but you're never going to be able to use a microwave or watch a TV again, I'd go, give me that pistol, because I'm going now. And they'd be like, but what about your children? I'd go, they would understand.
They would understand.
I think they would understand. Because I stayed in Drew's house for 4 days and couldn't figure out his microwave. And I still don't know what it is, because it was like convection oven microwave.
Oh, the combo.
But I don't know how to do the combo.
That's not fair.
And it's got a metal rack in it, which I don't know
how
that
can that
works.
be in a microwave?
That's my question. So now Mike and I were screwed. Patrick, let me give you a plug-in. The Way We Speak, everybody. Make Patrick's dad a happy man. Comes out on VOD platforms July 23rd. And Leah's got, well, I should give Leah's stuff out. At Leah, and I'm going to spell her last name out, Knauer is how you would spell. That's Instagram, TikTok, her website as well. Just put the .com under that. And me, I'm going to be at Kimmel's Club in Vegas on July 25th doing shows. I'll be at Alcazar Theater with Dawson, everybody. That's in Camarillo. I can't see it from here. Carpinteria.